Welcome back to Call of Battle, guys. Today we're going to be reviewing the Assault class. We're going to do the Assault Technician in a separate video, then Technician in another video. There are only 4 Assault classes, and I think there are 4 Assault Technician classes. Yeah. There's 4 Assault Technician, and there's 4 Assault. So let's start off with the US of A. I don't know if they have any of the gears. I just chose this. I'm pretty sure they have that. And Thompson M1A1. Thompson. Submachine gun. Everyone knows this gun. It's slightly cheaper than the Mafia version. 20A1. Not much to say, except the main difference is it's the charging handles on the side. And it cannot take the 50 or 100 round drums. Does not have the ability to take a cuts compressor or vertical foregrip. And looks like it looks better. Wait, I already reloaded. Dang it! I already reloaded. I'll get you next time. Next, you have the M3 grease gun. Not the M3A1. The difference being you can shoot a charging handle. It's like a lever. M3 grease gun. Decent fire rate, like very low fire rate, but I'm not complaining about that because not only was that realistic, it's very controllable. There we go. I got it. Yeah, that's the difference between this and the Thompson. You can actually hit a bat. Next, you have the M2 Hyde. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Yeah. This is what I'm thinking about. I think I'm just thinking about a YouTube video I watched. An M2 Thompson prototype. Whoa, what was that? This thing has a higher fire rate, but I think it has better recoil control than the Thompson does. Should this visible now? No. You can take both the 30 and 20 round magazines, just like the Thompson can. Yeah, that's probably why. The M2 carbine was basically a select fire version. I think it's select fire. Yeah, select fire version of the M1 carbine that was not drastically changed, still looks pretty similar to the M1. This is basically like an assault rifle. This is the T20 Garand. The T20 is a line of the T series of Garands is a line of experimental Garands that led up to the M14. This T20 Garand, all T20 Garands and the T31 Bullpup Garand can take the bar magazine, which, if you don't know, the bar magazine takes 30-06, which is also why it's good enough to be an anti-air round. Yeah, that's what it's used for. There's a semi-auto. There's not a semi-auto. I think the T20E2 is semi-auto. Yeah. T20E2 has a different muzzle, for one. It's a little bit darker. It has, and the most notable difference, it's got a pistol grip. Speaking of the T31, I forgot this darn thing again. Wait, no, just there. The T31 Bullpup. This is I like to call it the T31 Garand, because that's what it is. It's actually, believe it or not, is a Garand on the same line. This led up to the M14, as we all know. Now this, well, it was experimental. What can I say? So what's that down there? Lawyer? Also, I upset Lawyer. I made a suggestion, and I think I made him mad. I guess I know it's a lot of work, but I thought it would be neat. But I guess never mind. It's okay. I can live without that. Is there a semi-auto? There is a semi-auto. Huh. No. Not me. The Thompson inline is not used. I don't know why I threw that in there. And here we have the M17 Annihilator. We've already reviewed this. I was not ready. Next we have Germany. And in here we've got the MP40, Machine and Pistol 40. Folding stock, which should be foldable, but you know, I asked for that. No. So there's the MP40. Next we've got the Machine and Pistol 41. I shot this, but I didn't give it a thorough review. This is basically the same thing with an MP28 stock. The German army was never issued this, but instead SS and police units were, as this gun. For some reason Germany was like, nah, we don't need a possibly slightly more controllable version of the MP40. We're good with our guns. And they were. So I can line it up here. Yeah, see? Perfect. Next we have the Sturmgewehr 44. Sturmgewehr 44 is, well, this is what led up to the AK-47. Not exactly what led up to it, but it's like, this looks nice, but we can do it better. And so it was. Now, you see that little knob right behind the sight? That is the gas adjuster. I think that's what it's called. You could twist that, basically. Not in game, of course, but I have a whole bat farm right in here. What the heck's going on? Oh, I don't have a grenade. At least I'm playing on multiplayer. I clicked 3 thinking I had a grenade. So, there's Sturmgewehr 44. Next we have the H&L MKB-42. H&L MKB-42 actually came before the Sturmgewehr 44, hence 42. And this is the predecessor to Sturmgewehr, the SAG-44. Look at that. Not as good though. But this variant can actually take a bayonet. Yes. I think this might be the only assault. Why did it? The only assault rifle. At least I'm pretty sure. Well, unless you count the T20 series. And probably anything else. I'm probably missing out. Never mind. The Type 100. Even though those SMGs, that was mainly doing automatic weapons. So yeah, you can bayonet charge with this. Just gonna poke this bat. Alright, you get to live another day. Next we have the Sturmgewehr 44 optical. So this one has, do the IDs change when you have, so we have 43, 45. No, alright, because I have the optic sight on here. You can switch between sights and the optic. This is not a scope. This is an optical sight.
Not a scope, okay?
So there's that. The H&L MKB-42 also has an optical sight, but this one can take a bayonet, so that's a plus. I'm not gonna shoot it. And we've already reviewed these guns, so if you want to see firing demo of these guns, go to the respective kits. This is Special Infantry, that's Gas Troop, that's Special Operatives, and army, and that's elite soldier. Elite heroes. I think I don't know. Here we made Volksturm. This is gonna be a very quick one because there's only one gun, and it's the MP 3008. This is basically a even cheaper to make version of the Sten. For one, it doesn't have a front sight, so you aim with the square. I actually did hear that it had something called a front blade as a front sight. I don't know what that means, but I don't think it would have been helpful at all. That's probably why it's not on the model. Still wouldn't have mattered. It basically is a Sten gun that cannot take Sten magazines, as if you didn't know, the Sten gun can actually take MP40 mags, so that was a thing. Let's see, a lower magazine well, or the heat shield is different, and I think it has a longer barrel. Yeah, I found out what the Volksturm was also today. I'm not going to talk about it, you're going to have to search that up yourself, but, you know. Also, can we get, like, a field cap for the, like, M44 Volksturm field cap? Anyway. Oh, now we have the USSR, last but not least. So, what there is the PPD-40. The PPD-40 was, Russia said to the Suomi KP-31, and they were like, hey, I like the idea of this gun. You know what we should do? Copy it. And that is exactly what they did. They basically did an almost direct copy with some differences. Number one, the charging handle isn't underneath the receiver. Like you can see right there between the stock and the receiver, or whatever you would call that. That little bar that's part of the charging handle. Here, the charging handle is... Jesus Christ! Oh man! Oh, I forgot to switch outfits. I'm going Winter War. $71 rounds of this. And also, that's not an understatement. And Suomi KP-31. You can see, like, the barrels are similar. They're not exactly the same. There are some differences. Quite a few differences. More than between the MP 3008 and the Sten gun, obviously. So there's Suomi KP-31. That's the PPD-40. Next, we have the slightly more controllable Pipshaw 41. Now, the Pipshaw 41 takes the same drum. Okay, never mind. It's not slightly more controllable at all. But it can take a magazine, and whenever you load up Assault, there's a level 5 unlock, I think, or 7, level 7 unlock. That is the Pipshaw 41, or PPSH 41, lightweight. So it comes with this magazine, and yeah, it's not a separate gun, it's just a separate loadout. So if you want to run out of ammo faster, be my guest. We've already covered these videos. If you want to see, this is World War I Heroes, and this is Naval Infantry. That is it for today, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. Now, oh wait, no, we're not done. The Assault class. The Assault class is basically automatic weapons only, except for when we get the Assault Technician. It's different. This is the Assault class. Assault class is basically, you charge at the enemy, you have your infantrymen with the bayonets and on their rifles. I don't know how it works, but basically you're not meant to bayonet charge, you're not meant to go stabby stabby. That's what the knife is for when not on the gun. You're just meant to run, clear, move up. Basically, this whole class is something that I hardly ever see anyone use, because everyone's either support or marksman, because that's what everyone does. I don't know why people just, it's in any game. No, if it has a gun, it has the option to shoot people with a scope, or spray and pray with this, for example. They're gonna take that and they're gonna piss everyone off. That's how that works. I get suppressive fire, that's the thing, but I don't know. The assault class is meant to go up to the enemy and mow them down with 30 rounds of ammunition. That mainly it's mainly. And that's what the Thompson Annihilator for. Thompson Annihilator was to dig a trench, jump in the trench, you kill them all like this. I don't like dirt. Okay, no, don't get mad. Yeah, so that's what the assault class is for. So don't give comments in this video, like I did special operatives. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And